Here's number 24, dealing with exponents and coefficients. It's a quotient, and the numerator is a power, a p squared, and 4 is a coefficient, and then there's a power to a power here, and then multiplied by something else. Wow, where do we start? Let's start with the most complex piece, which is in the denominator. I'm going to keep that 4p squared as it is, and then deal with this one down below. And I will, instead of, I'll do it. Let's, if in doubt, write it out. To cube something means to multiply that something times itself 3 times. 4p cubed, 4p cubed, 4 times 4p cubed. And that's 4 times 4 times 4 times p cubed times p cubed times p cubed. That becomes 64 p to the 369. So that, I'm going to replace it back up here on the first line, is 64p to the 9th. I'm still multiplying times 4p. And let's see. That becomes 4p squared all over, wow, what's 64 times 4? 64 times 4, 4 is 16. 256. 256 p to the 10th. Now, 4 does go into 256. I should have probably looked for a common factor earlier on, because that would have canceled, and I would find out that it would be 1 over 64. P squared over p to the 10th is p to the negative 8. Now, if we want to express answers just in positive exponents, that negative 8 as an exponent in the numerator becomes a positive exponent in the denominator. So it would be 1 over 64p to the 8th. Now I'm going to erase some things here and invite you to try something new again, to kind of observe that if I treat it a little different way, I still have 4p squared, but I'm going to keep things in 4s again, and that's going to be 4 cubed times p to the 9th times 4 times p. Keep things in terms of 4s. Now that's 4p squared over, I can combine the exponents of the coefficient, which is 4. That's 4 to the 4th, p to the 10th. Now, look what I've got. I've got 4s and I've got p's. I'm just going to split them up. That's 4 to the 1st over 4 to the 4th times p squared over p to the 10th. I use my quotient rule, and I know that it's a base and the exponents are being subtracted, so that would be 4 to the 1 minus 4, or negative 3, and p to the 2 minus 10, or negative 8. 4 to the negative 3, p to the negative 8. That is equivalent to 1 over 64p to the 8th, because 4 to the negative 3rd power is really 1 over 4 cubed, which is 1 over 64, and p to the negative 8th is also p to the 8th in the denominator. They are the same thing.